around for a long time and has seen a lot of change. New ways to experience it are constantly reinforced to keep its spectators keen and interested, and this in turn augments the value of the sport and the passion for it. Its origins can be traced back to almost 400 years, from the first instance of recorded knowledge, but it has been around unrecognized for much longer than that in local practice. Though there's not much agreement on the details of where and how the sport came to be, it's widely accepted that it developed from a game called club ball, where a person hit a stone, a ball of wool, or other objects thrown by another person with a wooden club. The concept of the batsman protecting the wicket gate was probably introduced by shepherds from southeast England, where club ball was quite popular. Additionally, the word cricket may have been drawn from the French word criquet, which was used to describe club ball during the times of the Norman conquest, when French soldiers, along with those from other nations, invaded England. The first recorded match of cricket was played in Sussex in 1697 for 50 guineas, which was considered a large sum then. It was the first great match that had 11 players on either side. The tradition of betting and drinking was very common in these early games, when cricket was seen as a manly sport that resembled gladiators fighting in an arena. In the following years, more cricket matches were hosted in North London and in and around Hambledon in North Hampshire, with the first inter-county match in 1709, which saw Kent against Surrey. And then came the formation of the first cricket team by Cambridge University in 1710. The location of these early matches could not be used to explain why Lord's in North London is considered internationally as the holiest of grounds, and why many historians cite Hambledon as the birthplace of cricket. As the matches started getting more popular, the London Club created and published the first official laws of cricket in 1744, which decided, among other things, that a cricket pitch must be 22 yards long. The following decade saw the establishment of other rules that can still be recognized today, such as limiting the width of the bat to 4 1/4 inches in 1771 and the LBW law in 1774. These collections of laws were subsequently revised and updated by the newly formed Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC, in 1788 in the New Laws of Cricket. The latter part of the 18th century saw more changes, which set it on the path to the sport that it is today. For instance, overarm bowling became more the norm, and straight bats replaced the curved shepherd's crooks. Bowlers used these new rules to strategize for more difficult-to-hit deliveries, higher speed, and more control. Batsmen brought in implements such as the pads, gloves, and helmets to protect themselves from the new delivery techniques and to achieve a better grip on the bat. The Victorian era brought with it the age of British invasions and imperialism. British and colonies exposed the natives to cricket, and the sport was adopted in many circles. The very first international match took place between two colonies, the USA and Canada. In 1868, Australia and England started the first official test series. What is memorable about this test series is that in 1882, the 9th test series, Australia, led by Fred the Demon Bowler Spofforth, won against England in England's Oval Stadium. The shock of the loss was so unbelievable to the British that 4 days later, a mock obituary appeared in the Sporting Times for the death of British cricket. This was the birth of the Ashes Test series between Australia and England. This well-liked pastime took a structured form only in the late 19th century, when the first county championship was held in 1890. 5 ball-overs were scrapped for the 6 ball-overs as late as in 1900. The Imperial Cricket Conference was created as a governing body for international cricket, but it soon became the International Cricket Council, ICC. Initially, only Australia, England, and South Africa were in its roster. India, West Indies, and New Zealand joined before the Second World War, and Pakistan joined after. They were followed by Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka, Ireland, and others in the late 20th century. The ICC currently has 12 full members, 92 associate members, and a few associate members with limited status. Single innings and matches with limited overs are more recent modifications to this old sport. These kinds of matches gained popularity in the 1960s and 70s with the first major single innings tournament, the Gillette Cup, being held in 1963. Just 6 years after the establishment of the Gillette Cup, a limited over Sunday league took off in the counties of England, followed by the first one-day international, ODI, between England and Australia in 1971. 2003 saw the rise of a new form of cricket that had an even shorter duration. This was the 20-20, or the 20 overs per side version. They are now considered just as much, if not more, popular as other cricket matches in the world. Cricket has seen many changes, from its humble beginnings as a children's pastime in the fields of England to becoming a sensation that draws passionate fans from all over the globe. From the shape of the pitch to the shape of the bat, the instruments have changed as more and more technological advancements were made, which have made it available to the masses. Many families in many countries have traditions surrounding cricket and their favorite teams. It does not come as a surprise when cricket took the second spot as the most televised sport in the world, coming second only to soccer. The rules of the game have changed as the game entered the modern era, with shorter timelines coming up while the older ones gained more prestige. There is still homage to the British countryside version of the game, like scheduling tea breaks in the middle of the game as a means of recuperation for the players. The sport has gained enormous momentum over the years, and its fan base is ever growing. Sure, some of the shadier aspects of the game have remained, such as the tradition of betting on the outcomes of games or fixing matches to control the outcome. These kind of scandals are galore, a notable example being the spot-fixing scandal in the Indian Premier League involving Rajasthan Royals players, Sreesanth, Ajit Chandela, and Ankit Chavan, along with 23 others who were arrested in 2013 by the Delhi police. The high stakes involved in this sport attract incidents like these, but authorities are trying to curb these practices with more stringent rules and regulations. Its fan base can also be seen by the size of the stadiums built to fit all of the fans during matches. The Oval Stadium in Kennington, London, boasts a seating capacity of 23,500, and there are many occasions when the stadium is filled beyond its capacity. There is no doubt that